Hello friends, I am Chevee. Welcome to my shed. How are you today? How's life in your world? How's things where you are? I hope it's fantastic. Guess what didn't show up today? Yeah, none of the audio. Well, I got half of my audio set up. I got the new auxiliary cord that I need to go to the camera. That's almost useful. So we're still on this thing, and I'm not going to wear the microphone today, so it's not rubbing against my necklace. That was annoying. I've had the trouble with Amazon packages lately quite a bit, and I don't understand why. It's like they're going between. So I live in a kind of suburban, rural-ish area of West Virginia. There's no Amazon facilities in this state for what I'm aware of. So everything comes from Pittsburgh, which is like an hour and a half away, not that far. But I've seen packages bounce between Amazon facilities up there before coming here. I've seen them come here and then go back and then come back. Like, I don't know. It's only been recently, so whatever. That's beside the point, because there is a video on the gaming channel today. I did it! Yay! Hooray me! I did a thing. I had a blast making that video. It is Imperial Miners, which I tried to do an unboxing for. I filmed an unboxing for it. I edited it, and I hated it. Like, I really hated it. So I just didn't publish it, but I did finally publish the review, and it turned out really nice. It was something that I filmed and then took time to edit. And a part of that was me playing around with it. So, number one, I would very much appreciate it if you would go watch it and leave a comment and all that stuff. Number two, if you're really, really friendly and you really like me, I would love it if you would go to Board Game Geek and thumbs the video there. Give me a thumb up there. I'll put links for this stuff in the description. That would help me. Just trying to get it out there. If you share it on socials and all that sort of stuff. I had a blast making it. And so the editing process was, I went first and just kind of cut the fat. You know, there's no script. I'm not going to be writing scripts for these videos. That's just, it's better for me to just tell you how I feel and to be excited about it or whatever. So I'm not going to do any scripting. And so I rambled a bit here and there. I had indigestion at one point and cut that out. Like, so there's pieces that I was able to just immediately go, ugh, and cut, right? And then post that, I started finding breaths. This mic, I was wearing it. I'm probably going to wear a hat in my board game videos. If for any other reason than I wear a hat in the real world whenever I'm not in my house. Like, in my house, I don't wear a hat. In the real world, I wear a hat. So if you come find me at a show, I'm going to be wearing a hat of some kind. So I'll probably be wearing hats in the videos, which means I might need to do some sort of uplight to light my face, because my brim kept putting me in shadow from my overheads. Anyway, that's beside the point. So I might clip the microphone to the hat, and that would be a much safer way. Audio won't change and stuff. But anyway, so, and that also kind of helped with the breath noises, being so close to my lungs. It was like these long, so I cut a whole bunch of those out. And then after doing that, I went through the video. So I watched it again and then cut more fat, found more places where it was like, ew, you don't need to say that. That's weird. And then I started masking all of those cuts with camera movements and, you know, being cynical, not cynical, being like self-deprecating, I guess. Like, I say something that's really silly and I just kind of go, yeah, you know, and putting those in there. And then a whole bunch of subtitles. So there's titles that appear kind of all over the place. You'll have to look for them. There's a few that are hidden, so I'm curious to see if anybody spots the hidden ones. I tried really hard to mask them to kind of color match to wherever they are on the screen. You know, if they're over here, they're going to be more of a brownish color. If they're over here, they're going to be a tannish color or green or black or whatever. So, like, you know, I tried to mask it so that you'd have to be paying attention closely to find. They're kind of like little Easter eggs. But I did, so all of the like self-deprecation stuff, or, you know, just explaining things, like just saying, for instance, whenever I play a game, like, I don't use the game's terminology very well. So when we play when we play Imperial Miners, there's resources called gold, and then I think jewels, and we call that money and gems. We just call it like whatever. We even, like when we're playing Earth, there's soil tokens that you compost to get. It makes thematic sense. We still call that's just money. So I was calling it money or bucks or whatever the heck. Just, I'm not going to change that going forward. I'm going to try to be a little bit better about it. But I thought it was just kind of silly. And so I just called myself out whenever I made this, like, what are you doing? Or like the focus problem. I need to figure out, I'm using this camera. This is the EOS M3. I'm using it right for this same shot. It's set up for this. I'm using it for those videos. The overhead camera is my new M5 Mark II. And so I need to figure out the focus issues, because sometimes it's super snappy. I held a card up, it focused, take the card away, immediately would focus down here. I need to figure out why that's not doing what it's doing. And I need to get a better monitor situation, because the screen doesn't turn this way when I have the camera up here. I guess I could spin this around and then just flip it in post. Probably the easier way to do it. That way I could see the screen a little bit better. Now that I say it out loud, I feel really stupid and I shouldn't have said it. But you know what? This is the Daily Shit and we don't do edits here. So I'm not cutting it. But but I'm really happy with the quality of the video. I'm happy with, the appearance. I changed this uplight to be red. I thought that was more interesting. I'm not super happy with the uplight in those videos. I might mount a light up here to fill in this back wall a little bit. I think that would be a little bit more interesting. I like having the bright area and the dark area. This gives me a place to put titles and stuff that doesn't blend into the background. So, and I liked the workbench. The workbench I think works really well because it's a workbench. It's not a pristine surface. It's got little visual disturbances all over the place. And I personally find that to be interesting. So the workbench worked out great. It's a little small. Knew that when I built it, but I think it turned out fine. So I'm not, though I wish I'd have done things slightly different, I'm really happy with the product because it's genuine. It's just me having fun telling you about something that I enjoy. And I think that's the important part of the whole thing. Whether or not I tell you all the details correctly, I screwed up in the whole explaining things, that's fine. That's the point, right? Like, I really enjoyed the process. And, so I had another video recorded. I'm going to scrap it because in that one I was trying to do the, like, here's my bullet list. Here's the things you need to say. And it comes across way more artificial. What I did in today's video is it's fantastic in my opinion. Like, it's fresh. It's me. It's fun. It's just good. It's just good. I'm really proud of it. So go watch it. Hopefully you like the game. I tried to point out, as obvious as I could, this is an insanely biased review. So I did that. The next video, I believe, will be Earth. I also have Trails, and I should probably do Parks as well. But I think I'll do Trails first, because honestly, if I'm going to play Parks, I think I'd rather just play Trails. Just because it's a faster version of Parks. It's the same basic game. It's just quicker. But I should probably do both of them. And maybe I'll do both of them together. I don't know. I have the God of War card game I want to talk about. I have Ares Expedition with the new... I already did an Ares Expedition video when it came out. I have the expansions that I want to talk about. And then I'm also thinking about doing a kind of a podcast. I don't really know that I want to do, like, on your podcast player podcast. I don't think I want to do that because it's a pain in the butt to set up. Unfortunately, it's not a super simple process. I could add a podcasting plugin to my website and I could host it there or whatever. But I think I would rather do this kind of stuff. I'm going to have indigestion today. I'm going to do this kind of stuff on the gaming channel, just about gaming in general. And I would like to have guests. So, if you are interested in being a guest, or you have a guest that you think I could have on the show that you'd be interested in hearing me talk to, please put that in the comments. I'm thinking about calling the show something like The Chit, or Shooting the Chit, or talking chit or something like that. But I also, the intent of the gaming channel is to be gaming, not just tabletop, but also video games, also role-playing games. Like, so I might not use the chit at all. I might try to figure out a different name for it, and do a more of an episodic, like, here, I'm going to talk to this person and have a good time, something like that. And if I do that, I haven't fully decided. I mean, I would like to, but if I do it, it will be a very infrequent thing. It'll just be an extra video every now and then, or extra content every now and then of me talking to somebody. So let me know what you think of all that. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you preemptively going to say thank you for sharing and thumbsing and saying nice things. And if you say bad things, that's fine too. Engagement is engagement. Thank you for being here as always. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, being amazing friends and wonderful people. I really appreciate you. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Today's word you should know to sound smart is rubric. It is a noun meaning a class, category, title, or heading. We decided to place Natasha's ball gown under the rubric of failed fashion choices. Rubric. R-U-B-R-I-C. Now, I thought that a rubric was a declaration of grading standards for a course. Like, that's what they call it in the K-12 world. Am I crazy?